Okay. Good evening, everyone. I feel like I should make you do a stretching exercise like we're doing story time, but I won't, I promise. My name is Joy Fleishhacker, and I'm the Pikes Peak Library District Homeschool Librarian. And I just want to say it's really hard to follow somebody's really good public speech on public speaking. Just saying. Okay, deep breath. The fact that we now have a homeschool librarian at our library district shows how seriously we take this community and really value it. And this is a program that's been building for several years, and we would love to see it continue to grow. We have a lot of different ways that you can utilize our library system, from the very basic all the way to programs that are designed with homeschoolers in mind. And I'm just going to very informally cover a little bit of everything, so bear with me. I would say we probably started about 10 or 15 years ago offering homeschool programs, and it's now become a part of our website, and we have quite a robust sort of menu of things that you can come to, which is really exciting. And I think what I'm going to do is start with the website. Hopefully you all can see this. How many of you have library cards? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So a lot of this you might know already, but hopefully I'll touch upon a few things that you may not know. And I did have to ask for a mouse, pathetic as that is. Okay, so here is our website, and we just have a whole new look. So if you haven't looked at it recently, we did just redesign it. I do want to show you first our section about homeschool, and it has been moved. There used to be a drop-down menu that was a little bit more on this first page. But if you go under Services, and you scroll down to the Homeschool Hub. So we have a whole section of our website dedicated to homeschoolers. Have any of you seen the Homeschool Hub? A few of you have? Okay. It's a great place to find a lot of different information. We tend to leave just general programs going on this landing page. But I do want to show you. If you see these tabs along here, if you click on the Resources tab, we do have quite a lot of information that we've accumulated. And I feel very strongly that our role at the library is to sort of help connect homeschoolers with the resources they need in the community, as well as connect them with each other, because sometimes it can be hard to kind of find other people with a similar approach, a similar philosophy. So we do try and encourage that sort of connection. So if you look at our Homeschool Hub, there is quite a lot of information for you to explore. We do have a section on academics, and that's going to include lesson plans and local enrichment programs, online classes, all sorts of things. So here you will find, for example, what all of our local schools offer. There's a lot of our public schools that do have enrichment programs or a sort of dual enrollment program. So those are all going to be listed on here. Also included are national programs. So it's a good place to just start finding information. So just to give you a taste. So if I go to local enrichment programs, and we are going to have a bunch of different offerings all through here. College Pathways, Collegium, a whole bunch of different ones. Cottage School Program is here, Homeschool Academy through District 20. So these are going to link you to all of those organizations' websites so that you can pursue further and see if that's going to be of interest to you. We also have quite a robust list of tutors, academic support. We get the question quite often, I have to test my children, but I'm not a licensed teacher. How do I go about that? A lot of these tutors will offer that service as well as other support services. So a lot of things on here. And I don't want to, this is something you can definitely explore on your own. Under basics, we do connect to Colorado homeschool law, all sorts of curriculum resources, different things you might come across that you want to research further, if you have an exceptional child, if you have a child with special needs, all kinds of stuff here. And I do want to point out our extracurricular area has a great list of places that you can go and find fun things to do with your kids. A lot of our local organizations do particular programming days for homeschoolers, so it's a special day that you could go and there's programming just for homeschoolers, and a lot of those are listed here. Lots of fun things here just to help enhance your regular schooling. And again, we have more info on schools, and then local support groups, that type of things, resources. There's information here on different curriculum if you want to research that. So there's really quite a lot here for you to check out. The next thing I want to show you is our calendar. So if you go to the programs link, and you can search by location, or there's all different filters you can use. So say you tend to use East Library, I'm just going to click on East. And that's going to give you the whole calendar for all events, but I can limit that by homeschool. Or any search term. Say you're looking for toddler time, you could do it that way as well, if you have littles. So here at our location, a couple of things pop up, and you would just go ahead and click on that. And it's going to give you all of the information. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the programs we do. You could also do that search for homeschool programs across the district if you just want to know kind of what's going on everywhere. And this particular one is kind of fun. We're doing a breakout room, and the theme is Bigfoot. And what a breakout room, if you've never done that, it's kind of like an escape room. The kids are given a series of puzzles they have to solve. And when they solve each puzzle, it's going to give them like a sequence of numbers or letters that they go and they put into a lock. And they have to unlock about 6 locks before they can open the box and find something inside. So I think what I like about this is that it's sort of like our two dual goals for many of our programs for homeschoolers is that there should be an educational element. Maybe there's 3 goals. An educational element, so again, this one you're going to be using map reading skills, basic math skills to solve the puzzles. I also think it's important for them to have a social element so that kids can kind of work together, form a sense of community. And then the third element is fun, of course. Okay, so that's just an example of a program. This one you would need to register for, but this is going to give you all the information on age limits, time, all of that. So we do have quite a bit of programming going on across the district. We do several district-wide programs, so really big events. And just to tell you about a few of those, we do have coming up, just don't want to forget any. This Friday, we have our big homeschool resource fair, which is at Library 21C. And there's flyers for all of this. You're welcome to take whatever you're interested in. But this is an annual event that we've been doing for, I think, about 5 or 6 years now. And we take over the whole venue in Library 21C. It's a pretty big room. And we invite organizations and vendors who provide services to the homeschool community. And you just kind of come and chat with whoever you're interested in. We have representatives from several of the local schools who have programs. We have there's a homeschooling science Olympiad group. We have some sports, a bunch of music. Czech is going to have a table there. So a lot of resources for you to come and browse, and you kind of stop and chat wherever you're interested. So it's a really beneficial way to find out a lot of information. And then the following Friday, we always have an annual homeschool game day, and that's at East Library in the park behind the library. And just that's kind of fun. We have everything from sidewalk chalk to soccer games usually. We usually get a pretty intense kickball game going. I'll probably be running around doing that. So that's the following Friday at East Library. We have a big science program at East once a month. It's usually the third Friday, but it can be a little bit off kilter. And our first one is going to be, I think it's the 20th, and it's the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo Mobile is coming, and they're going to talk about animal myths. And then we have one of those each month, so you might want to find out about those. I'm just trying to do this chronologically. In February, we have a really fun science fair, and that's where the kids create a science project to share. And we leave it very much up to the families to decide how they would like to pursue it. We do give some support about how more traditional science projects are formed in case they want to take it on to competition. Because once you're in middle school, you can go to like the county-wide competition. But I think we had about 40 kids participate last year. And again, it's a great experience. It's a great time for everyone to get together, share ideas. The kids learn a little bit about discussing what they've prepared, and the kids who attend also learn a lot. And then every June we have a free curriculum swap, so we do that at East, and people just haul in boxes and boxes of stuff, and they leave with boxes and boxes of stuff. And we have everything from traditional curriculum to books or educational games, so that's another big thing to have, to look forward to if you're interested. And I want to show you, going back to the Homeschool Hub, under our newsletters tab, there is a place to sign up for kind of e-newsletters on different topics. So we do have one with events for the month, and we have one with book suggestions, and we have one about the Educational Resource Center, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So if you're interested, and again, there's a flyer there that tells you where to go. You just go in and sign up for that. I would also, let's see, maybe we'll go on to the Educational Resource Center. Has anyone been to the Educational Resource Center? Yeah, I know, you guys look so familiar. So that's a resource located at East Library. It's been open for about 5 years now. And it's pretty cool. It's a fun place to visit. We have a lot of educational manipulatives and just fun things to explore. Many of them might tie into some of your curriculum. We have a lot of math manipulatives, so you might use it for that. But I think more people kind of come for an enrichment experience. Okay, thanks. Just for fun, kind of to get the enthusiasm about learning, to explore new things. And we have a lot of families who come who are not homeschooling, and everybody's welcome. And I'll show you a couple of items in just a minute. But we also find that this is a place where families meet and chat and share ideas. So again, building that community. We're also doing programs in the Educational Resource Center, and because it's a small facility, we have to keep it pretty limited, but we do programs for ages 7 to 12. We do them 2 times a month. One is art focused, so more fine arts, where you really study an artist or an art technique and create something in the spirit of that artist. And the kids leave with some pretty impressive works. And then we have a more science-focused one. And these are ones you do have to register for. So I do have flyers about that. We do not circulate items out of the ERC, but you can fill out an agreement and take something into a study room. So if you really wanted to focus closely on something without the noise in the room, you can definitely do that. It's just a really fun place to explore. We have microscopes, we have owl pellets you can come in and dissect. So a really fun place. And just to show you a couple of, look, I'm roving, a couple of fun things like magnetiles, really fun to build. You can come check these out after. Learning about shapes, structures, these are really popular. And this is such a small smattering. I just wanted to show you guys a few things. I wanted to bring toys. A ton of math things. So we have a fun magnetic board in there, and we have a cool roller coaster that you can kind of build your own roller coaster and make things go down. And we also have pizza fractions. So the kids can kind of put these up and discuss different fraction sizes, and it's very hands-on, fun to explore. And most of our items we do try and include whatever curriculum support materials might come with them, ideas for how to use them. So always look for that. Another example are mental blocks. So what the kids would do with this, you're given like a puzzle that you have to build, and you have to figure out how to use those pieces to build it. So it's kind of fun. And one of our most popular items is scat. So can you guess what animal this belongs to? Think big. It is a bear. So this is just a kind of a taste of the different things we have. Again, it's kind of learning through doing. We have some families that like to sit down and really discuss, this is this scientific concept. We have other families that just like believe it's just fun to come in and explore. This is our earthquake. What the kids do is they build a structure, and then the platform shakes, but it's not working. So they would build a big structure and then turn it on to test it. So it's a trial and error. You're thinking about what makes a strong building. So a lot of fun opportunities. And again, this is just a smattering. There is a website. I'm still in the Homeschool Hub, and another of the tabs is the ERC. And all of this information is up here for you as well, so don't worry about having to track it down. And here you're going to have your hours, and then we have some information. If you click on what's new, it's going to tell you some of the items we have, like snap circuits, power tiles, we have a coding mouse, just really tons of stuff. So that's where you would find all that information. On certain Wednesdays, you can also reserve the entire facility for your group. So there's information about how to do that on the flyers here. You could just call us and bring your family and have it all to yourself, or meet another family if you would like to. So that's also a fun option. Okay, and I just do want to show you, if you look under services on our website, and I'm going to take you to PPLD Kids. And again, I have a handout on all of this. There are some really cool things for kids to explore here. And I just want to point out a few things. If you click on the Read tab, we do have Read Online, and we have access to Tumble Books. So what you would have to do is put your library card number and your PIN to access that. And Tumble Books is really fun for little guys, a lot of animated books, different ways you can explore literature online, and it's a paid subscription. So with your library card, you get it for free. And if we have time, we'll go into that. But I do want to show you also, under our homework tab, we have all kinds of topics and databases that you can access for research projects. And again, a lot of it is for elementary age, but there are some really good databases. Say your child joins STOA and needs to do that research. With your library card, you get free access to quite a few different databases. Let me just see. So if I click on biographies, you can access biography in context. So this is, again, a paid database that the library pays for the subscription. And you can research different individuals. So that's one of our databases that you might find useful. We also have Culturegrams, which is information about different countries and cultures. Another service offered through PPLD is Mango Languages. So that's a language learning database. And with your library card and your PIN, you can log in, create a free account, and it's like a lesson-by-lesson study of several different languages. And people really make good use of that. We also have something called Homework Help or Help Now. And that's another database. But it's more of a support service. You can actually contact a tutor during certain times, and they can help you with difficult problems. They'll even proofread papers, do things like that. So those are all found on our website. Okay, and going back. So again, all these different topics have a ton of different websites. So Culturegrams would look like that. And I want to show you one other really quick thing. Going back into our reading section, we have access to Novelist, which is a great bookfinding tool. So whether your kids are interested in a certain topic or you're looking for materials to support whatever you're teaching. And I have to say, we know our homeschoolers because they're the ones with the crates that pull on wheels. And remember, you can check out up to 100 books. So you can put a topic in here, say like I put in environment. And it's going to give me a whole list of different books, and I can limit it by fiction or nonfiction. So if you want a story about like a kid who's an environmentalist, you would go for fiction. If you want information about the environment, you would do nonfiction. So you can limit your search in many different ways. Let's just see. So for this one, if say I like this book, I can, oh, it's not owned. So what's nice about this is it does provide access to our catalog, so you can check availability. Not owned. I'm trying to find one that's owned. And we do own a lot of titles. It's just the ones I'm clicking on at this moment. So you would be able to check the availability, and it would take you to the catalog and tell you whether it's available at this moment. I'll just do one more quick one. Okay, so if I look at, say I want a book on birds, and this one looks good, this one by Kevin Hankey, so I'm going to check availability. I'm going to go to the catalog, and it would come right up, and I would click on the title, and it would tell me where I could pick it up, or I could go ahead and place a hold on that. So Novelist is a great tool. Again, you can limit it by age, for teens, for kids. So if you're looking for particular books, that's a great way to do it. And I just want to tell you, I have like a million papers here. We are starting a new selection of programs. We're calling it our homeschool menu for the fall. So this teeny tiny paper here is listing a lot of the different programs that are happening at different locations. So some of them you might be able to go to East to do the program, or you might be able to go to Rock Rimmon, and that's kind of a quick glance at the fall, okay? So please take whatever flyers you're interested in. My card is there. If you have any questions, I'd love to chat with you afterward. We always like to hear back about what we can be doing more of or better, or ideas, or things you'd like to see on the Homeschool Hub, all kinds of things. So please chat with me after if you have any questions. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. Hope we see you soon.